What's up, bookish babes? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we'll be doing another tier ranking video. Today we'll be ranking the booktok books. Now this is my second time doing a tier ranking video. The first one was me ranking romance book trope. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it so that you guys can click on it above in the cards and down below in my description box. If you guys want to check that video out, I would truly appreciate it. But like I said, today we'll be doing booktok books, the popular booktok books. And I'm kind of excited, but then again, I'm afraid that I probably haven't read a lot of the booktok books as of yet. So we're gonna see just how many books I've read and see just how long my physical TBR is going to be for the remainder of the year. Because like I said, I feel like I read a lot of books, but I don't read a lot of booktok books, if you get what I'm saying. So we're gonna jump right in, and I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see the tier ranking website. I am using tiermaker.com. I did not make this tier ranking. I just went on to tiermaker.com and searched up booktok books. So we're gonna start from the top, and I'm going to read you guys the ranking system that's created. Now the first one is God Tier, which, you know, 5 out of 5. The next one is Banger. The next is Unforgettable. I'm saying enjoyable but forgettable. I mean, I enjoyed this book, but after I closed it and put it down, I can't tell you much about it. The next one is Did I Like It? Would I recommend? Sure. Which means, like, I like the book. Would I like it? It was more of a 3-star read. Would I recommend someone else to read it? Yes. And that's how I feel about some of Colleen Hoover books. I enjoyed it and I recommend it. The next one is I'm never going to read this book and you can't convince me otherwise, period. And the next one is TBR, which I feel like this one is going to be filled because, like I said, it's a lot of books that I have not read that's on booktok. So we're gonna start with Addicted to You and God's Here off bat. Anything from Addicted Calloway is God's Here. Like, I absolutely love that universe. It just does something to my soul. The next one is Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. I'm going to say that's a banger. I enjoyed Declan and Iris so much. It was Marriage of Convenience, and I enjoyed that book so much. The next book I have that's on here is A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. God's Here. I enjoyed that. You know what? Banger. We're gonna put it in banger because I enjoyed that book so much. It was such a sweet little cute romance and loved. Now, believe it or not, I have not read Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm still out on whether or not I like her writing or not. I read what book Taylor Jenkins Reid? I don't even know what the book said on my shelf. Oh, right here. I read One True Love by her, and I want to say that's it. I can't say I enjoyed the book, but the only thing that got me about the book that it was in third character. I'm saying third point of view, and I did not like that whatsoever. I hate third POV. The next book, You Deserve Each Other. I have not read that one, nor have I read Heartstopper, nor have I read The Invisible Life of Ada LaRue. This one is Confessed by Colleen Hoover. I would say enjoyable but forgettable. I cannot really tell you what that book is about, honestly. I don't even remember. Can't even tell you. Now, don't say I didn't tell you guys that my TBR list was going to be super long, because The Worst Best Man have not read. Nor have I read any Mariana Zapata books. I own From Look Off With Love and Culty, Those are only two Mariana Zapata books that I own. And I'm not a fan of slow burn. So I guess that's what kind of holding me off on reading any of her books, because I'm not a fan of slow burn at all. Hook, line, and sinker. I'm going to say I like it, but would I recommend it? Sure. And the reason why I say that about that book is because I loved It Happened One Summer, but when it comes to Hook, Line, and Sinker, I think it sunk, because it just, I don't know. I just didn't like Fox. I don't know. That book wasn't for me. Punk 57 own the book but have not read it. Normal People own the book but have not read it. It's November 9th. We're gonna put it at, did I like it? Would I recommend it? Sure. I enjoyed the book. I'm not even gonna hold you. I did enjoy the book. Did I like the book? Yes. Would I recommend the book? Sure. So, Love on the Brain. Now, I loved Hypothesis so much that I thought this book would hit. But for me, I did not like this book. So, I'm never going to read this book, and you can't convince me. I'm never going to read it again. That's that on that. Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I would say it was enjoyable but forgettable. That's just that on that. Wait for it. Have not read it. I want to say that Evelyn Hugo was like the first book I've officially read when I got back in reading. I actually listened to it on audiobook. I was coming back from Atlanta, and while I was driving, I downloaded an audiobook and decided to dive into reading more fiction, non-fiction, romance books and stuff like that. So that was like the very first book I read. Now, the next book. I've expressed so many times how much I'm not a fan of Love in Other Words. I don't know what it is. Like I said, maybe I read the book when I was in a slump and I just didn't get all the good experience that everyone else got. But did I enjoy it? Yes. Would I recommend it? Sure. But it's just not like something that, you know. Same with Book Lovers. I enjoyed the book, but you know, it was okay. Twisted Love is enjoyable but forgettable to me, because I can honestly not tell you anything that happened in that book. But I do enjoy their found family, their friend, the friendships. I enjoyed all of that. I just haven't, like, it just, now in my brain cells, I'm convinced that Tristan was part of the mafia. After reading more of Anahan's books, I'm convinced that he was in the mafia. But I haven't read the last two books, Twisted Hate and Twisted Lies, in the series. And I heard like Twisted Lies was like the best of the best. So we're going to get around to that. The Summer of Broken Rules. I'm going to say that's a banker. For me, I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed the summer vibes. I think I read this around summertime last year. And I really did enjoy the vibes of the book. Like, it was a good book. I enjoyed it. So, Love Hypothesis. God tier. That book was a 5-star. Arguing with Your Mama, Not Me. Love that book. Inherent Games, banger. I enjoyed that book. When I read that book, and when I read Inheritance Games, I immediately dived into Hawthorne Legacy right after, because that book had me in a chokehold. It had me in a chokehold. Now, The Soulmate Equation, have not read it. All Roads Lead Here, have not read it. Birthday Girl, nope. Cersei, nope. Violet Delight, nope. Reminders of Him. I'm gonna say it's a banger. I enjoyed that book a lot. That was like a good book. I'm just all I'm gonna say. It was a good book. This one is, I think, Heartbone by Colleen Hoover. The fact that I know these covers, half of these covers without the word. Heartbone by Colleen Hoover. I'm gonna say enjoyable but forgettable, because I love that book. Well, I like that book. Well, am I gonna say that or am I gonna say banger? Because I enjoyed that book, so we're gonna put it in banger because I enjoyed that book so much. It's a cute little summer read, and with a little mystery in there. So I enjoyed that. Fine print, banger. Automatic banger. I enjoyed the fine print. I did not read They Both Died at the End, nor did I read The Hating Game, but I did watch the movie, so I haven't read this one. What was that? People We Meet on Vacation. Have not read it. I own it, but I have not read it. Sorry about that. Verity, banger. I enjoyed Verity so much. Banger. If you haven't read Verity by Colleen Hoover, you should read it. I enjoyed it so much. One True Love by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'ma say, did I like it? Yeah. Would I recommend it? Sure. I have not read The Midnight Library. I got this. I own this book. I own majority of these books on my TBR, but I have not read them. Better than the movies. I'm gonna say, to me, it was enjoyable but forgettable. I was not a fan of that book at all, to be honest. I don't know what it was. It reminded me of a movie, and I can never think of what movie that book reminded me of. If you read Better Than a Movie and you know the movie that keep coming to mind to me that I just can't put my finger on, comment down below and let me know, because I just cannot put my finger on what movie that book reminded me of. Spanish Love Deception. Did I like it? Yeah. Would I recommend it? Sure. It happened one summer. Automatically God tier. God tier. To me. God tier. It's like one of my 5-star reads. I enjoyed it. Have read, and we're gonna put that in banger because I enjoyed a good girl got some murder and As Good as Dead, but the last book, it started getting repetitive. It just started to get too repetitive for me, so I read halfway through the book and I just put it down because honestly, like I said, it was getting repetitive. It was just like unknownly repetitive for some reason. Beach read. I can't honestly tell you what happened in this book, so we're gonna put it enjoyable but forgettable. I can't tell you guys what happened in that book, but I know I did enjoy it. Daisy Jones and the Six. We're going straight to God tier. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed this book, that it was crazy. Because when I first seen it, I was like, I want the book, but I'm not sure if I'm going to love it when I read it. So I kept putting it off. And then I finally was like, let me just read this book. And I'm glad I did because 5-star, I'm obsessed. I have not seen the show yet. Well, I have not watched the show yet. But I enjoyed it. From Look Off With Love. Nope. Life with Chloe Brown. Life of Chloe Brown. I think that's the name of the book. Nope. Honeymooners. It's gonna go to, did I like it? Would I recommend it? Sure. All Your Perfects. What was that book about? I don't remember. Y'all, I can't remember what half of if it's not like a 5-star read to me, I'm usually forgetting it. So enjoyable but forgettable. So that's where we're gonna put that one. Nope. Court of Thorn and Roses, automatically top God tier. I love the whole ACOTAR. I just think, I don't know what the controversy behind Sarah J. Maas is, and I haven't looked into it myself, but every book she wrote, I'm obsessed with. And that's why I've been putting off reading the last 3 books in the Throne of Glass series because I don't want it to end. So, yeah. God tier for the Throne of Glass. Well, the Throne of Roses. What was it? A Court of Thorn and Roses. What am I talking about? It ends with us. I'm gonna say that was a banger. We'll say it was a banger. because I did enjoy it. I need to go back and read some of my 5-star reads and see if they're still 5-star reads to me. Shadow and Bone. You can't convince me to read that book anymore because I'm just over it. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Ugly Love. We're gonna say, did I like it? What is the room like where I recommend it? Yes. Same with Cruel Prince. I read the first book. I liked it. Would I recommend? Yes. I need to finish the series because I heard it only get better with the series. So now the things we never got over. If you know me, you know that this is automatically God tier. I love Naomi. I love Knox. I love Waylay. I love them all. I love everybody. I love everybody in the town of Knock 'Em Out. I love it all. I'm here for everybody there. Like, I'm a part of that world. If I had to be in any book world, it would be Knock 'Em Out. I'll be part of all of that. I just cannot wait until Salome and the other guy, the crazy guy, his book come out. I cannot wait. Shatter Me. We're gonna say banger. Oh, why did I go there? I read Shatter Me. We're gonna say banger. I enjoy this whole series. I have not finished the whole series, but I enjoy all the books that I've read so far. Like, Shatter Me is like a 5-star series to me automatically. I don't care when nobody says it's a 5-star series. We Were Liars. I have not read it. Nor have I read. Now, believe it or not, I haven't read The Summer I Turned Pretty, nor have I read 1,000 Boy Kisses or Archer Boys. I have not read The Cheat Sheet or whatever, Love and Gelato. I think that's the name of it. And yeah, so that leaves us with 4 books. Sister Crows. I'm gonna say banger. I enjoyed this book so much. I enjoyed Cass and why am I so bad with names? I am terrible when it comes to names, but I enjoyed the Sister Crows. Sister Crows. I have not read Cricket Kingdom yet, but I'm going to get to that. The Infinity Between Us. I enjoyed this book so much. I was trying. I'm gonna say banger. First of all, let's get to that. We're gonna say banger, but I was sitting in my bed one day and I was thinking about. Well, in my brain, I thought it was a movie. I was like, I don't watch that movie where they sold this cabin. They was just like a beach. And then I realized it was actually a book, and I read it on Kindle Unlimited. I don't physically own the book, so that's why I immediately thought it was a movie. But I'm going to purchase that book. I said all that to say that I'm going to buy that book so I can have it physically. One of Us Is Lying. Banger. That's all. If you haven't read that, go watch the movie because it's a TV show. Go watch the show because it's amazing. The Kids Quotient. Now with this, I listened to it on audiobook on Audible, and I got so aggravated with this book because it was just like, girl, if you don't smash that man right now, like, we're gonna put that in. Did I like it? Would I recommend it? Sure. But the way that she just kept, like, I don't know, it made me itch. It made me itch just how she just kept, like, being fickle with this guy. Like, she hired him to teach her how to be in a relationship, I would say. And I think she's now the representation of autism and stuff in this book was done superb. I absolutely enjoyed that part about the book and how they touched on things that I myself didn't know because I haven't been around anyone with autism. Although I work in a company that take care of people with mental disabilities, I haven't yet to be around someone with autism. And the way that it was represented in his book, Chef Kiss, the way that she kept, let's have sexual activities, like, I'm all for your choice, your body, your choice, but girl, the things that this man was doing had me ready to just for him, like, so I can for him. But she was just, it just aggravated me. The deal, I'm gonna say enjoyable. No, I'm gonna say wait. It's between it falls in between banger and enjoyable but forgettable. So we're gonna go enjoyable but forgettable. Although it's not forgettable, so should I say banger? We're just gonna navigate it to like just hold